Okay, moving on. We want to talk about something that's become more and more popular. Plant-based proteins. Today I'm learning about why choosing them at mealtime can be a healthy addition to your diet. I am with Chef Elysabeth Alfano, who is going to answer all the big questions about plant-based protein. Now, Elizabeth, the really exciting news is that plant-based protein sometimes has more protein and more nutrients than animal-based protein.
Absolutely, and not only that, it doesn't have cholesterol and it does have fiber. But the key here is you're not getting saturated fat.
We think, oh, plant-based protein is tofu, but it's so much more than that. You have tons of options out there.
Lentils, legumes, so that's all kinds of beans, nuts, even things like broccoli and mushrooms. They're all going to have proteins. Today we're going to be having tempeh, which is fermented soybean, so good for you.
Some people say plant-based protein diet. I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian, but really it's not just for vegans or vegetarians. It's for everybody.
Oh gosh, yes. It's absolutely for everybody, and you can start slow, just try meatless Mondays, or even just try breakfast maybe 2 or 3 times a week that doesn't have bacon and eggs. It's really just a healthy way to start your day.
Is there a magic amount of protein a person should have in the day?
If you do want to count your protein grams, for a man you want to get about 0.8 of your weight in kilograms, and for a woman about 0.6 of your weight in kilograms. And we really are getting more than we need, because some people think that it only comes from animal-based products, but it's not true. It's in lentils and legumes and beans and nuts, and it's even in mushrooms and broccoli.
So the best way to really maybe modify your diet or try something new is to try it.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you have a great recipe that's plant-based. It is stuffed peppers.
Yes, so let's get into it. What you're going to see today is that the only reason meat tastes the way it does is because of the spices. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to spice it up. We're going to spice up our peppers, and you're going to see you're not even going to know the difference.
First up, chopping half an onion and 3 cloves of garlic and adding them to a pan.
So this isn't on a burner. We're just doing this for camera so that everybody can see, but usually this would be on a stovetop burner. And then I'm going to chop some mushrooms. They are great for you, and they add flavor and taste.
And they have protein.
And they have protein.
So this is simmering on our pretend burner.
Yes, and then always salt and pepper. Have a whole can of diced tomatoes, a little bit of tomato paste.
That's followed by fennel seeds, oregano, and basil. Then it's time for our star, the tempeh.
It's very much a blank slate.
And so you pick it apart, so it kind of turns into little
I'm picking it apart
crumbles.
Really because I want it to mimic a meat sauce. So now I'm gonna do a hefty 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. Just kind of coat that in there. And then smoked paprika, cumin, absolutely. And if you really like it spicy, you can add some cayenne pepper. It is time to share our base with our sauce.
When you're cooking it, it just does it cook through, or does it just need to be heated through?
Well, it's just that you want it to take on the flavors of the tomato and the mushrooms. Every pepper that we make is going to have 15 or more grams of protein.
Elizabeth tops the mixture with mint and green peppers, and we stuff our red and orange peppers and send them to the oven. 25 minutes at 350. Let's talk about the biggest lesson that we learned today about plant-based protein.
Okay, so plant-based protein is easy and accessible. It gives you a lot of nutrition, lots of fiber, no cholesterol, no saturated fats, and gobs of protein.
Elizabeth, thank you so much. I cannot wait to try this.
My pleasure.
If you're cooking with plant-based proteins, show us your recipes. Tag us on Instagram at LivingHealthyTV. You want more content about living healthy? Well, it's easy. Check out these videos right here and subscribe right here for more.